Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your July 2025 tarot card reading. We're going to get started with an oracle card. This one seems to want to come out. Ooh, make friends. Friendship is the alchemy of success. Oh, I love, excuse me, I love this card. I always say that our success is measured by the strength of our relationships, which is just a different way of saying that friendships are the alchemy of success. I love it. I love it. I love it. So your friends are going to be instrumental to you this month, and I'm not surprised because the Sun and Jupiter are in your 11th house of friends and groups and organizations and clubs. So let's see what else we can find out for you. All right, so we have the King of Wands, the Queen of Cups, we have Temperance, and we have the Page of Cups. I love this Page of Cups. It's been showing up with really high court cards, and it's interesting because I've done a few readings now, and it comes out with the major arcana cards and high court cards, and but this says something. So I want to talk about that Page of Cups right now. So we know that the pages come into the scene and they're very exuberant and they're very optimistic and they're just happy to be here. And they usually carry messages. And with the cups, it's carrying something sweet, something you're really going to like, something that's going to delight you. It's going to be emotional because that's what cups are. And I think this is going to be an introduction to a new friend. It says to make friends. Here comes the introduction. Can it be the King of Wands? It can, and it's a nice friend. It's a king, and a King of Wands is very knowledgeable in all things entrepreneurial, very successful. He follows his passion. That's his key to success, right? It's his secret sauce. He only pursues what he's passionate about, because not only does that make for a successful career, it makes for a successful personal life. Who wants to spend all that time at work when you're not enjoying your work? And that's his motto. So for some of you, that's your message, follow your passion, or this is an introduction that's waiting to happen. Now, the Queen of Cups, I think, is... Actually, I love the Queen of Cups because she's underrated and people underestimate her. And I think that's what happens to you sometimes, Virgo. You're not overtly extroverted at all. You're not, it's not like you don't engage and, your friends love you and you're artistic and smart and all of that, but you're not one that kind of the spotlight follows. You're not one that seeks it out. So I think a lot of you are undervalued, underrated, and definitely underestimated. And I love the Queen of Cups when she comes out because I'm thinking that's the message that she's giving you. And it's okay because she winds up holding the biggest cup out of all the queens. So she doesn't come out flashy and overly exuberant and full of charm and joy like the Queen of Wands. She's not as reserved as the Queen of Swords, who's a little bit more stern and stoic by nature. And the Queen of Coins, has her own little vibe going, but she doesn't hide anything because she's always sitting in her opulence, her garden, surrounded with beautiful, nature and, beautiful chair and robes and crown and, her coins are, on display. So she's not boastful, but she doesn't hide it. And I'm not saying the Queen of Cups does. I'm just saying the Queen of Cups doesn't lead with what's in her cup. She just leads with her charm. And she is telling you, let them underestimate you. Just let them underestimate you because you'll wind up with the biggest cup. So now the Temperance cards is a little magical, right? This is where the balance in life, is being called upon. So, not to spend too much of your energy in one. Make sure that you're balancing your needs with your friends' needs because, again, we're talking about your friends. because when you're operating on a whole level, you're operating at your peak, and that's when the sun finds you. That's when everything finds you, and that's when the world starts unfolding before you, and the road rises up to greet you. And this is also a spiritual card too. So we know you're getting an introduction. It might be spiritually guided in, and stay who you are. Don't show your hand and get too over exuberant about things. Remain calm, remain emotionally intelligent, and follow your passion, or let this King of Wands show you how to do that. So this is all good. There's going to be a lot of socializing too, and networking with friends. So this is good times. If nothing else, this is just good times and fun. But I think it's more for you. Here's the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Yeah. The Strength card. Ooh, and the Sun card. It did find you. See, I said the Sun will find you if you stay who you are. Now, I understand, Virgo, you're an earth sign and you represent Pentacles, but your energy right now for this month is the Queen of Cups. She is your energy, and she is saying to you to stay true to who you are, follow your intuition, let them underestimate you, and remain calm, because when you do, you are in time for everything. The Queen's always perched at the edge of the sea. Her timing's impeccable. And when I say timing, I mean the universe's timing, right? She knows when to initiate things, and she knows when to wait. She has the patience to do so. And that's what these cards are saying right down here. Now, the Two of Pentacles is you kind of like moving back and forth. Do I start this thing? Do I hold on to this thing? You're kind of in a state of flux. That's what the Two of Pentacles says. And really, it's another card for waiting, just as the Two of Wands is. So you have two cards right next to each other that says things will unfold in time. There's some divine timing that's associated with your plans. And you need to have the courage and the wisdom and the strength to hold on and not to let go of the plans. A lot of times when we get impatient, and we think that our dreams aren't going to come true or we'll never achieve the success, we quit before we get there. And a lot of times we quit, when we're so close, but we don't know because we've been holding on for so long. This is a card that says, be strong and continue to wait, because the day is happening, and it's happening sooner than you think. The Sun is a big yes from the universe. It is the most joyful card of the deck. It is emotional abundance, everything that you've wished for and hoped for. And it's going to be coming in by way of this introduction. I think the King of Wands is it. I'm telling you. I think the King of Wands is your guy. I hope it's true. I hope it resonates. If it has, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm wishing you balance, peace, and harmony. Take care now.